Alchemist. I'm riding with my sister today and my nephew. We're driving upstate New York. We're about to go up one of the local mountains here. My sister has a computer at the house, so I'm going to make a bunch of short videos from our little voyage. We're supposed to be meeting my nephew up here, also my nephew brother. And yeah, we're going to see what we're going to see now. The interesting thing is I've gone up this mountain many a time. I've made several videos on my channel about going up this particular mountain also. Most of the time that we go up this mountain, something spectacular always fucking happens. Now that we're awake and we know what to see and whatnot, which is why I wanted to go up this mountain. But I did screw up because usually when I go up this mountain, it's usually first thing in the morning or it's the last thing at night. You know, sunrise and sunset. That's usually when I try to make it up to the top of the mountain. Today is a unique opportunity because it's the first time that I've ever gone up the mountain smack dab in the middle of the day. So I really don't expect too much craziness today, which is a good thing because I have a very young one with us. So out of all the voyages, this would be the one that we would want to be uneventful. Now, the very last time I was up this mountain, I was up there with my nephew brother. By the way, that's what he refers to himself as. So, yeah, anyway. We were up here and we were seeing like a bunch of crazy shit. But as we looked, which hopefully today we'll actually get a good view of where we saw this thing. But we saw what can only be described as a small mothership, you know, sitting on the side of the mountain up here. And the way that the lights were on this thing were just crazy. Like, it was like, if you ever saw that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where they were on top of the, you know, Devil's Tower, Wyoming. And they had the light displays with the sounds and shit, and they're trying to communicate with the quote-unquote extraterrestrials, right? Which you don't know, I don't believe in extraterrestrials. They're interdimensionals, aka demons, right? There is no fucking thing as aliens. Not the way that they talk about them. Moving on. So, look at that view. Can you get that in the background with the camera? I mean, I have 10. Look at that shit. Look how sexy that is. Is that picking it up?
I don't know what part of it you're trying to get.
Just the clouds and the bullshit. Just the scenery itself.
Yeah, you can get it.
Oh, look at that mountain right there with the tower sticking up off of it. Or it's like a Saint Marie or whatever. I can't remember what the fuck it is. And see if you could zoom in, right? You could do the finger swipe and zoom in on the top of that crest right there. I've always wanted to go up there. I don't know exactly where it is. Did you get it? Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, that's the direction we're heading anyway, so... Alright, so... Just a FYI warning, if the video just randomly cuts out, we're probably going to be splicing them back together when we get back to the house on my sister's computer and then uploading it all as one video. See if you can get that mountain range in the back. I have no cars behind me, so I'm going to kind of go relatively slow and see if we see anything crazy. Alright, well there is a power lines going up over the mountain. So a lot of people believe that like cryptids use these as runways, like, you know, Dogman, werewolf, that kind of shit. So those are the kind of things that I look for when I'm on my outings and shit, because of all the stories that you hear. Right? I do extensive research on certain things, you know. On my channel, I'm a subscriber to certain people. Look at that mountain range. See if you can get that. That's some sexy shit. That's the mountain range we're going up. Now, down here, I can't necessarily look at that. You know, that one mountain range back there looks like the face of a fucking Nephilim. The thing that it's standing on is his nose. And then you have his lower chin lip. Oh, and that's the rest of his body right there. So you have like a sleeping giant right there. It's just been fucking chiseled away. Interesting. And that's probably another sleeping giant right there where they fucking excavated. Yeah, so hold on. Check this out. So we're gonna talk about some old world tech, right? So the ignorant don't know what they're looking for. Zoom in on the top of that. So, yeah, alright, so this is going to be a continuation of the last video because there's no pause on it. Oh, there is a pause over there, but that's not. Alright, so this is going to be a continuation. But what we're doing is we're looking at that. Now, at this particular point in time, the phone, oh, because I'm shining through glass also. Sorry about the shakiness. But that mountain back there is actually some of the actual things that I'll be talking about. Now think outside the box, right? Now imagine that that mountain was solid. Now a piece of machinery came and cut the side of that fucking mountain. Now that mountain, what you're seeing right there, is actually a layer of skin. My camera is not powerful enough to zoom in and see what I'm seeing with the eye. Okay, I'm maxed out. But that top layer right there was skin. And then as you see that line going down to the first ledge, right, that's where the second layer of skin would be, right? So imagine that's like the thumbprint on your finger, right? Kind of, sort of. All right, and then a piece of machinery came and excavated the side of that fucking mountain, starting way back there, just sliced whatever this was, right? Sliced it right off, right? And then if you look out the front, which is down a dirty window, right, you have all these mountain ranges in the back. Now right on the other side of these pine trees is where that statue was. All right, I'm gonna give this back to my sister so she could film. What was that for? Attitude much?
No, trying not to cough at the same time.
Oh, it don't matter. Alright.
Oh, it was still recording.
Yeah. I didn't hit pause or anything. See if you can get those clouds right there. Those are kind of ominous. Right, especially with the glasses on. Yeah. Yeah, our weather is like really natural nowadays. So anyway, we're going up one of the mountains in the area. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing anything or talking about any Tartaria type shit, but obviously when I see evidence of it and you think outside the box, you'll see evidence of this kind of shit every single place you go, because it was literally everywhere. Like I stated in past videos, you know, people have been looking for Atlantis. Well, Atlantis wasn't one isolated area. Atlantis was this entire reality. So if you think you're going to find Atlantis in one specific region, you're sadly mistaken. It was this whole reality. So everything that's in this reality was at one point what you would depict as Atlantis. Yeah. See, that definitely looks like a Nephilim's nose right there, and they put a tower on top of it. So yeah, they gave a fucking Nephilim a zit. That's what it looks like back here. Like you got a giant wart or zit on his face. Now, one other thing I want to bring your attention to. It is summertime. right? It is not the official start, what they call the official start of summertime, and it is freezing out today. It literally feels like it's like roughly 40, 45 degrees today, right now. And it's noon, it's almost noon, right? This overcast kind of shit I have been seeing literally every single day, non-stop, in and out, right? Now, the interesting thing is today it will be the ravines that I always refer to in my past videos too. So I'll be talking about, or I'll have video proof of when you're looking down into the ravines, into the distance, on how dark and gray everything is. Now, what's good about us taking this specific trip today is it rained over the last couple days, right? So by now, by today, there should be very little humidity, right? Yeah, it was kind of warm yesterday for the most part, okay, granted, so it dried things up a little bit, but today is cold, okay, like abnormally cold. Now, you also heard me talking about turpentine in a lot of my videos, right? Now, as I'm driving around, pay attention to the pine trees. Both my sister that's here recording right now and my father drew my attention to one little key fact. They decided that they found out, well, they didn't decide shit, they found out about the information of the turpentine, alright? And I could prove this in two different ways. One, somehow, some way, some shape, size, or form, a virus or bacteria, whatever, fungus, parasite, whatever, is now been targeting those pine trees for a couple years now, according to both sources. Right? Now, I never knew this, right? But then as, you know, my attention was drawn to this fact, I started paying attention to the pine trees that are around me, and now almost all the pine trees that I see are either dying or dead, or half dead. That's not good. It's not good at all. This whole area that we're about to go into was at one point all pine barrens. Right? There was pine trees literally fucking everywhere. And we were always made to believe that pine trees are fucking useless. Well, why is all your lumber made out of it? Yeah, your 2x4s, your planks, yeah, that's all pine. Right? Some of the most powerful medicine in this reality is turpentine, which is nothing more than distilled, you know, gum, tree sap. Right? Now, one time I came up this mountain was one of the craziest experiences that I had, right? I filmed it all too, and then all of a sudden something happened and I lost the footage. But this entire area was engulfed in fog. You know, it was first thing in the morning when the sun was coming up, and the sun comes up over there and it sets on the other side of the mountain. So at sunrise, I try to go to location 1, which will be in this film. And then when me and my nephew brother come up here, we usually go to location 2 so I can smoke, right? And overlook the ravine. Well, the one day I was coming up here by myself, and this whole voyage right here, from basically right where we're at right now, was engulfed in freaking fog. And yeah, everything was on fire. It was one of the most majestic and ethereal views I think I've ever seen in my life. Now, here's a funny thing too. Me and my sister here sometime last week, I can't remember exactly when, maybe she will once I start talking about it. We were both sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden a crazy fucking storm just blew through. We didn't think anything of it, you know, typical storm, typical bullshit, yada, yada, yada. But both of us decide that we're gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette, right? We opened up the fucking door, and it was a blood red sky. Like, blood red sky. And in the midst of this blood red sky were two of the most well-defined rainbows I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, the first rainbow literally had every color of the rainbow spectrum in it, and you could visibly distinguish each color easily. I've never seen a rainbow so vibrant. We both grabbed our cameras and we both tried to take photos of it. But by the time that we grabbed the cameras, it shifted a little bit. So what we actually caught on camera wasn't what we originally saw. I mean, it's still pretty majestical in its shit, but at the same time, it's not what we saw. Now on my Facebook page, I'm gonna try to get the pictures that she had, because I've seen the pictures that she has on her phone and with the pictures on my phone, and I think I'm gonna post them on some of the social outlets I'm on. Now you don't know where to find me on Facebook. Do your research, but I'll give you a freaking clue, because most of you already know, because that's pretty much the only place where I share my videos is some of the support groups on Facebook. So alright, from here I'm gonna pause the video until we get up to the mountain, because I'm gonna be looking out for my nephew brother thingy up here, and then we're probably gonna meet up for a hot minute. So, and I'm gonna be going up the mountain itself. So I'll see you guys back in a couple minutes. Alright, man. So, we live?
Yep.
Alright, so welcome back, guys. Like I said, we're gonna be taking breaks in and out throughout this voyage, and we're gonna splice everything together. My nephew brother is now here. We were able to meet up for that event. So, with that being said, back here in the distance, the last time I was here was the time that I was talking about with my nephew brother here. And somewhere over in that region, right, we've been up here for about 10-15 minutes now trying to figure this out, but somewhere in that region is where we saw the UFO. Now zoom in. You can zoom in on that region over there, that flat terrain. Two things I want you guys to pay attention to. One, look at the mountain in the back. This is the shit that I talk about all the time. That mountain is blue. That is the amount of shit. Now usually when we come up here, it's first thing in the morning, so that blue actually will extend over this valley that you see here, and when we go on the back side of the mountain, you'll even see even more. But pay attention to that blue over there. Now, while some of that might be attributed to humidity, that white barrier that you see is not. And if he pans all the way to the left and all the way to the right, you'll see that white barrier engulfs the entire horizon. All right, pan all the way as far as you can see to the left or right. So, I don't know how much time that I have on the phone here. So in between trips, I'm going to be plugging the phone in. Hopefully it gets a couple more minutes. If not, then I'm going to have to pick up recording off of my sister's phone. But like I said, we'll just place all the videos back together in sequence. I have my nephew here. He's going to, I guess, hang out with us for the rest of the day. We have about an hour and 10 minutes of excursion throughout the rest of this trip. So I'm going to try to cram as much as we can into the little bit of time that we have. Hey, Junior, say hi to the world. No? No? Ladies and gentlemen, he has purple hair. Alright, so I'm trying to keep my sister and the baby off of camera, and my nephew, I don't know if he wants to be on camera or anything, probably not, but, or my brother here. But we're gonna try to get some interesting shit. Now, if you come here, you know, Michelle Gibson and some of the rest of the people that talk about the Tartarian civilization and shit will draw your attention to these type of boulders that you'll see literally everywhere. Right? These boulders shouldn't exist according to our time frame, our historical narrative, yada yada, boom. Now my sister is hidden right now, so if he pans to behind the parking lot, there is a black fence that goes up there and actually gets even a better view of this area. Hey, zoom in on that pine tree right there. Ladies and gentlemen, check that pine tree right there. It looks like something big kind of snapped the top of that tree off. I mean, you even see where, and if it was the wind, why would it snap it right the fuck up there? Right? And it's obviously not cut. Look at that, that's rough as hell. So we're gonna take a little voyage up in, all right, she's coming, so pan that way up, all right. So come over here, let's go this way. There used to be a path, yeah, there it is. Little path right there. You got it? That's like a little path right there. We're gonna take like maybe a 5-10 minute voyage down there, and then we're gonna come back up and we're gonna go up this way. And we're gonna go up to the train trestle, which is up around the corner, and then we're gonna wind up for this spot, this location. We'll wind up there on the black, right there. So we might be taking breaks during our recording session here, so we could maintain the baby. Hey Don, come over here. And see if you can zoom in on that rock formation right there on the other side. I don't know, man. There's like a lot of indents and weird shit. I don't know. Anybody see any facial structures or anything in that? And it kind of looks weird how it's all layered, you know, perfectly layered, like how you would envision skin. You know, and that's supposed to be natural. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break here so we can walk down that trail right over there. I don't know how rough that is, so we're going to take a break and then we'll meet up on the trestle up here. Alright, go ahead, buddy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, while here, down the so-called path that we went down, right up about 10 feet from us, I noticed what's huge ass footprints. We're gonna go and take a look at that. I want to get that on film here.
Where are you?
I don't know if we can or cannot, but when we saw the footprints in the direction they were facing, something big is right here. Now, as we were walking through here, we noticed a bunch of big caves. There's one up there. There's one straight ahead of me over here, and there's one somewhere over in that region. As we move around, you could actually see them through here. This is kind of interesting. So we're gonna try to angle the phone down, walk past my sister, and take a look at the footprints up here.
It's definitely interesting.
Okay, so if you notice, there's power lines that run through this region. And I've been doing a lot of research on like cryptids and cryptozoology and shit like that. And they say that, you know, Squatch and Wolf like to use these kind of areas because it's very unconstricting. You know, they could run full bore. And if he comes over here and looks down, it looks like something could just run barrel ass right down this with very little tree branch blockage. Now, something was standing right in this area right here. Now, I have abnormally small feet, but these boots you can clearly see, and I can see up in here, it's like toes. There's a toe print. There's a toe print right here. Okay, and there's a toe print right here, and there's a toe print right there. And this is obviously the heel, and this is the scutcheon inside the foot. Alright, so something was standing pretty much like that. And the other footprint was up here on the fucking hill. Kind of like yonder. Alright, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? And then if you look down the actual trail, like if he focuses on the dirt, you can see how like something was scuffling through here. But this has been so washed out with rain that you would have to do some serious damage to actually disturb. But this must have been mud or something where it was standing. But you could clearly see where something was standing right here. Alright, we'll be back again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I'm out of breath, I'm old, and I smoke. But that steep fucking hill has already trips our asses up. And we did it in record time. Not to mention I was pushing the baby and carrying this boat. So I just want to show you some of the small grandeurs of upstate New York. This is basically my church. Now look up there at that rock formation. Alright, let's come over here. Look at that giant boulder. That was put there. Don't care how you slice and dice it. Same with that one. That one probably fell through. Look at these. Right. Perfect little makeshift shelter right there. Look at that. That's perfect. Look at these rock formations. Oh, there's acoustics in here too. Wow. Look at how resilient these trees are too. They just go right up over rocks, right through rocks, right out of rocks. Alright, so, oh, hey, there's actually an entrance down in there. Come on, cameraman.
It goes right through.
Oh, yeah. This screams satanic bullshit right here. Bro, there's even a catwalk right there that goes out to the area we saw on the other side of the rock. This is like some dope ass shit. Look, this has been utilized. It looks like a bedding area. Wow. Something was definitely there. Look, there's scuff marks over there behind that rock right there. Like a foot or something was up in there. Obviously, their head would probably be up in that area. Wow. Whatever sleeps in that thing is a big bastard. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go a tad bit more down this thing. We're going to record while we take the trip. But we're only going down maybe another, oh, see that black railing right there, because it's going to overlook the cars and the bullshit. And we're going to get a better view of the area that's over yonder. But I do like to point out the fact that these mountain ranges on both sides of us show signs that they were cut. Okay, if you look at that, right over there, it looks like something sheared the face off of it. We don't have the technology today, really, to do that kind of shit. Look at this rock. Look how flat that is. Right? Something came back here and sheared that rock off. Right? And if you believe in Tartaria, that's a remnant of the Nephilim. That's fucked it up to the point where it's unrecognizable. But look at the freaking rocks over there on the other side. Hold on, my sister's pointing my attention to something over there. What? Little pathway going up. Oh shit!
There's a stairway to that.
Somebody, yeah, look at this. Somebody decided to stack stones. Good eye, gang. Look at this. That's what they go up to. Wow. Can you get it from back there? It's shallow. But it doesn't go deep. Well, I can't see down, but wow. This whole area, look at it, wraps up around. 1 second. Keep an eye on this down. Yeah, no way. That's suicidal. Well, I mean, something could definitely make it up. I wonder if that actually wraps around. It looks like there's a pathway that goes up that way. Oh, I didn't know you were that close here. Joe, shine up that way. It looks like there's a path up there. Oh yeah. Something was sitting here. There's a perfect fucking ass print right here on this moss. Something slid out. Yeah, you can see how shit's kind of pretty decent tracker. I mean, now that the world's traded. Alright. That's what I got. We only got just, 10 more feet, and we're out of this location altogether. Be careful, my dude. Last thing we need to do is go to the fucking hospital. Well, we wouldn't be going to the hospital anyway. This is a dire emergency. Can't down there, dude. Alright. So, real quick, yeah, again, we're, now, if I'm not mistaken, that trail, I don't know if you can pick it up, but that trail wraps around that face of that cliff right there and actually goes to a building that's on the other side of that tree. That's a goat trail. I tried to take that trail one time with another friend of mine, and it's very, very narrow. And if you fall, if you ain't dead, you're wishing you were. How much battery we got left?
I don't know, I can't tell.
Alright, the screen went, oh yeah, never mind. We'll find out here. This section of video is almost done. So we get to the next location, which is where me and you always go. Look at that square rock right there. Can you get it on the camera? Look at that shit. And if you come right where I'm standing and you zoom in on that rock, it looks like something cut that rock. You see the like a saw blade chisel right to the right of that tree back there. Can you zoom in on it and pick it up?
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but I can get it.
All right, with the naked eye, it looks like there's a saw blade in that rock right there. Like a saw blade cut. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done. This is what makes it all worth it. This is why I come up here all the time. Where do you honestly know of a more spectacular view than that shit right there? Now, granted, you got my ugly ass in the frame. Let me step aside. So you're gonna. Now, what's always intrigued me about this area is if you look at the rock wall in the back, there's a cut out of the rock wall right over in that region. Now, if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere above my hand in that distance is where we saw the UFO. Somewhere over there, just slightly off of that parking lot right there, way back there. Now, as you're sitting here, you can see houses and farms that are probably about 5 miles from here, give or take. Looking at that house right there, that looks about 5 miles. Okay. Now, here is a food for thought for you non-believers of flat Earth. Well, horizon means flat. And I'm telling you right now, those mountains that are back there in the back range, those are over 20 miles away. So, the sheer fact that those mountains right there are approximately 20 miles away, and if you look at those ones, I don't know if you can pick up those mountains, but those mountains are about 40 miles away. All right, I know this area pretty fucking well. So if we're on flat Earth, or globe Earth, I'm sorry, we wouldn't even be able to see those mountain ranges. Okay? I sure as fuck shouldn't be able to see past that white farm right there. Okay, because I know that white farm is about 5 miles from here. Okay, so the sheer fact that he's able to zoom in on that white farm and beyond Well, that goes against everything you were taught in school, don't it? Because the curvature is 3 point, your nut sack, your ball sack, and your ass crack, right? There you go. Now, let's pay attention to the mountain ranges in the back. Again, I bring this shit up. There's always a layer of white in the horizon. Horizon means flat, ladies and gentlemen. What do you see for miles and miles and miles? Flat. Flat. And if I go to those mountain ranges over there, guess what I'm going to see? Flat. So guess what? It's flat. All right. So we got a titty over there in the distance. Perfect mound. Right? Perfect mound. That's not a natural formation, whatever that mound is right there. And that's either a booby or that's something from the last civilization. All right, so one more time, I want to have my brother here fucking pan the horizon. I'm gonna step back, get out of the view. Take it in, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to pause the video and move to the next location, which is just as fucking spectacular. And on that, we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last part of this particular video. Say goodbye, Junior.
See y'all motherfuckers later.
So, look at these clouds right here, ladies and gentlemen. I got goosebumps because the temperature dropped a little bit. But look at these clouds right here, right? There's probably not one relatively close. Let me put my glasses back on. I could point out other specific things. Oh yeah, there's one floating right above our head. There's Jenny, you gotta watch Jenny. But if you look at, sorry, if you look at that cloud, clouds don't have straight lines. So the fact that that cloud has a square right there, there's something funky in that cloud. And the fact that there's a straight line going off the edge of that cloud. And if you pay attention to every single fucking cloud, even the little one up there, it's a perfect triangle floating across the goddamn sky underneath the blanket of bullshit. Right over there, that cloud that's over there, looks like a fucking triangle, right? That's an optical illusion, that's actually a triangle. So every fucking cloud, and we picked a perfect day for this, but every single cloud you see there is a alien craft. And every single cloud you see there, the bottoms of them are flat. And if you have glasses like these, they stand out, predominant. Now, if what I'm saying is correct, and I'm giving you truthful information, then there's an entire fucking armada spanning the horizon from as far as you can see back there, all the way around the horizon. And not really much above us. But my entire surroundings is cased with them. Now, in one of my other videos called NASA's Playing God, I caught steam coming up out of the background. If you pay attention to these clouds will turn into what they call meniscus clouds or mushroom clouds, right? No, that's them fucking releasing the toxins from these craft into your air and causes that blue shit as it comes in. See if you can get that mountain range way back there, the highest point, right? And then if you come over here, ladies and gentlemen, so that mountain range back there, from using my imagination, looks like what's left of the base of a castle, or maybe even an earth tree, like Devil's Peak, Wyoming. And if you follow the coast, you'll see a perfect fucking pyramid. Actually, you'll see two of them. You see the big one, and then you see another plateau and another one. But that's a perfect fucking slope going down. That's a perfect pyramid right back there, and that's less than 20 miles from where I live. Right? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that amount of shit. Now I'm gonna have him pan from the bottom and start looking up across that field. And as you're looking across that field, pay attention to the fact that your horizon is turning predominantly blue. And if you come over here and look past these trees to that mountain range way back there, this is exactly why I get so pissed all the time, ladies and gentlemen. This is what your children are breathing. This is what I am breathing. That is all heavy metal that they have been pumping into the air for fucking years now, right? That's not humidity, right? Humidity comes and goes, ladies and gentlemen. Go up on your mountains like we are right now and overlook your canyons. Look at your horizon yet again, backside of the mountain, right? Great. Granted, you got the mountain ranges, but look at the plateau. Horizon means flat. You're looking at a flat surface with the exception of the backgrounds, right? But if you look to the distance, you keep walking down this way and you're looking around these fucking trees that are right there. Look at all these mountain ranges that are back there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you come to where I'm standing right now and we're looking past, you can see as far as the eye can see that away, and you can see as far as the eye can see that away. So that span from there to there has got to be fucking well over 50 to 100 miles. And I'm literally looking at 50 to 100 miles of span. I mean, take into consideration how big those fucking mountains are in the background. Those are mountains, ladies and gentlemen. Those ain't hills, those are mountains. So how big do you think that mountain is? 5, 3, 10 miles long? Right? So how big do you think that ravine is right there? Right? Where's the fucking curvature, ladies and gentlemen? Can you explain this to me? Because standing here at the focal point of this fucking ravine, I should be able to see the fucking curvature. There's more than enough visual space right there where I should see the curvature. I can see mountain ranges fucking way back there. And I can see mountain ranges way over there. But those ones that are way back there are a lot further than those ones. Look how small those are. Those are almost level with your horizon way back there. Dom, you see that with the naked eye. How far is that? Oh yeah, I can see with the naked eye too. See the darker one right over there, right in that little area between that mountain range and that mountain range. You got that little crest. Look straight back. See if you can zoom in on that shit. Bro, that's over 100 miles away. Look how big that mountain is. Those are your mountains, right? So look at these. Look at, take into consideration, these are your mountains. And look at how far away that mountain range is way back there. I'm pretty sure that's got to be well over 100 miles. So Shannon, we see curvature, right? No, I see a horizon. Just like on the other side of the mountain, I saw a horizon, a flat plane, right? Look at the sky, right? Horizon, all those clouds, all that shit, they're all level. They're all level. They're all on the same plateau, the same level. Water level, ladies and gentlemen. Water level. Water will always get at its level point. It'll always run flat. If we were on a globe, shouldn't it be water curve, not water level? One more time, man. Zoom in on that background over there and get that pyramid over there. And that, my friends and family, will be the conclusion of this particular episode of The Refined Alchemist. And with that, I say, be safe. I love y'all, and I'm out.